I'll need help. Well, welcome to LivvyLand. Welcome to LivvyLand.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jolene and this is LivvyLand. Today's video, I will be showcasing what will be coming up in my launch, which in my Etsy shop, which will be Wednesday, June 25th is when these items will be launched into my shop. Of course, The Rock is joining us today as I showcase these items. And so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I'm going to start off with is a popular challenge that was in my shop. This, of course, is my Barbie bundle. So I have come out with a new design, so edition 2. So this is the envelope that I came up with for the design, and it will come in a A6 glossy envelope. And then the vellum tracker, or the challenge here. And then a new scratch off. There are just 2 scratch offs here that are the wheels, and then you have your sunglasses and a dollar amount here. This saves $100. This here I did not total up, so I guess you could say it's a mystery. Not a mystery, but mystery, because you can see the amounts. But so you can either choose to get these individually, or you can buy the whole bundle. So just like my first edition, these will be available as a bundle or individually. Okay, I'm just trying to keep all of this organized over here. And then the next thing, so I have my regular LivvyLand game, and then I have my LivvyLand 2.0. Well, now I have come up with 2 more, and that one being, so this is LivvyLand XL, and this one is dashboard size. You actually get to decide how much the hearts are. So this is the same heart that's in my logo, and those are placed. There's 3 on the board here. And then there's LL for LivvyLand, of course, placed on the board as well. And so you get to choose how much those are worth. And then there are different amounts. So you start down here and you go amongst the board. And then there are bonus amounts of $12. 12 is my favorite number, so you can choose to play those bonuses as well. This will save you at least $289 because that's what these amounts are on the board, and then you get to choose again how much the hearts and how much the LLs are worth. So I came up with that one. And then, so we have the LivvyLand XL. I also did LivvyLand Deluxe. So this is Deluxe because the challenge is, has a built-in envelope. And so with this one, because the original LivvyLand was a game board style, this one is the same. And this will save you a total of $200. Okay, and then I came up with, this is my blooming flowers, I believe is what I called it. But it just has a quote that I had found: every flower blooms in its own time. This will save you a total of $135. And so it's just numbers 1 through 9 running down 3 different lines. Again, a total of $135. So you'll have your choice between an envelope version or just a regular A6 size tracker version that would go into an envelope. So I'm bringing those to the shop. Then this next one is my seasonal notes collection is what I'm calling it. And so I haven't done any seasonal challenges yet, and so I am in envelope styles to the shop. So you do have your 3 different seasons, and I'll go through each one of them, and they are each envelope, so cardstock on the front, built-in envelope. But the whole point behind this is each scene has a notepad, and on it tells you how much to save. Okay, so this one is the spring version. This will save you a total of $60. And so it just looks like, you know, doodles. And then I opted to spell out the dollar amounts because it is notes. So that's spring, save 60. This one is the summer theme. And then same concept, you have your dollar amounts written here, and then there's notes. This will save 80. Then we have autumn or fall. This will save 90. And then the winter edition, again, notepad with the notes and the dollar amount spelled out, and this will save a total of 70. If you purchase the bundle and complete all, this will save you, these will save you a total of $300 altogether. So I came up with those. And then the next thing is, instead of Netflix and chill, I have Netflix and save. And so on here are just different shows that I have watched on Netflix. So these are specific to Netflix, different TV shows, and then each one represents a dollar amount for you to save, and this will save a total of $100 when completed. Then I brought another dice roll challenge to my shop, and this one's called Snack Attack. And what you do for this one is you roll the dice, and depending on what you land on, you would fill in that particular dice. And what you're doing is racing to see whether sweet or salty are going to win, because I have popcorn on here, pretzels and chips for the salty, and then for the sweet, a cupcake, donuts, and a chocolate bar. And so you roll and you fill in the column. Whichever one fills up first, you would save that amount down at the bottom. So you're saving as you're rolling, and then when you get to the end for the winner of that one, you save how much is down here. You could play this. Once you have that winner, then you can just play to fill up the whole board and save the dollar amounts down at the bottom. So that's Snack Attack. Then the next one that I have is I called this Bargains Galore, but this is to help save for Black Friday and or Cyber Monday. This will save a total of $175, but you have your cart, your price tags, your shopping bags, and then your electronic shopping bags. And so I wanted to come out with a Black Friday, and I decided to put Cyber Monday in with it. Some people shop for both, some people shop one or the other, but in any case, we're all looking for bargains on those events. So that's why I decided to call this Bargains Galore. Okay, whoops, trying to keep this organized here. All right, then I did come out with another scratch off. So I watched Full House growing up, and so with this one I decided to make it into a Full House Who Said It savings challenge. So this will save you a total of $65. What I did was I put the saying that is well known or that was said throughout the show, or their certain characters' punchlines, and then what you would do is read that, figure out, do you know who said it before you scratch it off. Then you scratch it off and it will uncover who said it and a dollar amount. And then again, this will save you a total of $65. Then the next one is a Make-A-Wish savings challenge. So this is just a really pretty one, but I wanted to do a dandelion blowing in the wind and have different dollar amounts as those are blowing away. So this is going to save you a total of $55. And so this is Make-A-Wish. then I decided to call this building blocks, but this is a very doable savings challenge. As you can see, the highest dollar amount is $5, but building blocks, because we have sets of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're gonna save a total of 90 on this one, and it's just printed on craft cardstock. I just wanted to do something very simple and basic for a challenge. So there's that one. Then I have, I'm calling this Blue Crew, but it's a Smurfs challenge. So growing up, I was very much into Smurfs. Actually, my bedroom at one point was Smurf themed. This is just denominations of 1 through 5 going around the board here, but this will save you a total of $140. Then I am bringing into my shop a customizable, and when I say customizable, you get to choose one word or one name that would be printed in the middle here. So it's not a customizable challenge with dollar amounts or the color. This will save you a total of $500, but you do get to choose one word or one name that's in the middle here. So you could have it say your name, somebody's name, your family name, for instance, or you could have it read like emergency or household. I wanted to bring this in as a customizable challenge. Okay, and then because my Livy is going back to school, I did a children's theme one, so I'm calling this Child's Play, and this is just stick kids, and you have row of 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, and so either you could play this to save up for back to school for your kid, or you could play this with your child. So that was the idea behind this one. Okay, and then I am bringing in some new envelope designs to my shop. So I wanted to come up with a just a simplistic design because I do not have that yet. I'm just grabbing the different envelopes that I have here. So I just wanted to bring one with cursive and then just a simple underline. So just some ideas. This is of course, the matte vellum one, but it will come in your choice of matte or glossy. So just a couple ideas here. I usually, for my envelopes that I'm going to take a picture of, I choose to do that for the ones that I put into my wallet. So this is the simplistic version. Oh, there's one more, miscellaneous. So this one will come only in this font, and you of course get to choose your category. Then I have this Lacey design one, and I can't remember what I called this on my shop for the listing, but this one, again, you will get your choice of glossy or matte finish. I only have the glossy version here because these I made for my envelope, but it will come in this really pretty, I wanted like an eloquent or a sultry type design, a more mature style envelope, and so I chose this kind of lacy background with floral on it, but this really pretty, I'm hoping it's not glaring too much there for you, but just a really copperish burgundy type color, and then with just some really pretty font on here. So this, you don't get your choice in font, but you do get to choose your categories. So just a few here that I put together. Again, I choose the categories for my wallet so that I could use them and also take pictures of them for my shop. So there's that design. And then I brought a plumeria style into my shop. So with this one, you will get your choice always of glossy or matte. So I do have the two different kind here. I have the glossy on this side and matte over here, but you will get your choice between 4 different fonts, font styles. And so 2, I believe, are like a cursive type. 1 is more of a print style and 1 is an uppercase. So I'm bringing this design to my shop. And then I do have another design, but I wanted to bring in a nude, neutral color, but also still florally. So we have your glossy and your matte here. So matte, glossy. But this is the design that I'm bringing to the shop, and you will get your choice of the same 4 fonts as well. This one is like the print style. This one is a script style. I think this one's called casual script. This one's just a script, and then there's a more formal cursive style. And then the last envelope, I wanted to bring something really colorful to my shop with a title bar down at the bottom. So rather than in the middle of the envelope, I wanted to place it at the bottom just for something different. Same style of font. So this is the capital version. This is your just basic print font in the style. And then of course you get your choice between glossy or matte. Okay. And then I am also bringing into the shop a mini savings booklet. So this is my surf savings challenge. So these are disc bound. The color of the disc will be random, so you don't get to choose. It just depends on what colors I have in stock. But this will save a total of 200. I'm just gonna lay this down for a second. But through here, you just have different surfboards as you go through, and these are each envelopes. But you have 2 $10, and how I designed these is the front is printed on vellum, and then the back is cardstock to look like water so that the surfboard is sitting on the water. But then when you put the money in, you still see the water behind your money and the surfboard on top. So there's 2 $10, 2 $15, 2 $20, and then 2 $25s, and then last 2 $30, and then there's just a back cover page there. Oops. That one's on backwards. That's supposed to go, oops, on the outside here. So that's supposed to be on the back. So these are all the same, except just some examples of colors of discs that I have, and these are just mini discs. So I'm bringing that one to the shop.
I need more.
And that will save, I can't remember if I said, but it'll save a total of $200. Okay, and then I am bringing some new trackers to the shop. And these are my Sweet Serene line, but I am bringing to my shop where you get to choose whether you want them in. So here's just some of the designs. You can either choose one-time use, or I am going to offer for you to get them laminated and reusable. So these will be random selection of the cardstock prints. I try to give you 6 different styles. As you can see here, I have 12 different designs on the back, but only this time you get to choose whether you just want the one-time use or you want the laminated reusable version. They are the same size. Okay, so I'm bringing those to the shop. And then I do have a more colorful line here. These are already in their packaging, but these are what I'm calling my kaleidoscope line. And with these, I am also going to offer whether you want them as one-time use or you want them reusable and laminated, but they are the same print on the side for the tracker, but then on the back, the design is just really colorful, vibrant type colors. And then if you follow and watch Savings with Grace, you would have seen these on her channel. So these were designed at the request of her, and she asked me to bring them into my shop. But these are inspired and named after her fur baby. So these are this is the Bobby placeholder, but these are printed on the translucent, I'm sorry for the glare, translucent transparency film in this really pretty green color. So you get these will come in a pack of 3, and you get to choose and customize what you want it, whether it be dollar amount or you want it to say fully funded. So you can't have these say anything that you want. It must be a dollar amount, or you can have it read fully funded is what I am offering in the shop. So you can have it be 100, 200, 250. You can have the amounts be whatever you want, or the only words that I will allow are fully funded in these, but they will come in a pack of 3. And then this is the kimchi, this pink color. Okay. But same thing goes. It is a pack of 3, and you get to specify the amounts that you want printed on them, or if you want it to say fully funded. Okay, and then lastly, I am bringing some, this is the Sweet Serene dashboards into my shop. And so this one here are granny squares. This is just a crocheted pattern. And we have this beige flower, like a lotus type flower with gold and white, and then a nude background. And then this next one just looks like a sweater. It's just a white crocheted background. Then we have a pink roses one. And then this next one I'm just calling lattice because it kind of looks like a lattice fence. But just gold, white background with the pink flowers. Sorry, the way that I have, and then this is the beige arches. Then I have a pink quilt. And then I have white roses. And this is the collage one. And it just has 2 different sayings. You are powerful, keep on growing. It'll be a random selection if you order it. And then I have the pink flowers, which is a small, it's still a lotus. Okay, Livy, back up.
I wanted to say hi.
This is the lotus. And then we have pink arches. Okay. And then I am bringing to the shop a vellum dashboard that you can layer with these, but it just says chic financing. And so let me just grab a couple of these to kind of put behind this so that you can see it. So I have that, or it looks great just on its own, but designed to layer. That's one of them. Or you could go with this brown lotus behind it. Okay, so there's that one. And then I believe lastly, I am bringing in, because I had a couple people ask, but I'm bringing in 2 different designs for A5. So you have this, these, I believe these are carnations, but this is just A5 size for a dashboard. And then just a more up close pink flower. And then I'm just looking off to the side here to make sure I did not forget anything. I think I have gone through everything. So there's over 20 items that are going to be available in this launch of my shop. Again, the launch will be on Wednesday, June 25th. I don't know exactly what time. That's why I'm not specifying a time, but I'm giving some time for my, I'm filming this on a Sunday, the 22nd, and my 70% off sale actually ends today, so I'm just giving time for that to wind down before I do my launch of my new items. So I hope to see you in my launch, and I hope you like these items that I worked very hard on the last several months to put together, because I have not launched anything in a while, and that's because I was working on these things and trying to figure out what I was going to pull from my shop to make room for these. And so I do have things that are being discontinued as of today after the sale ends that will not be returning to the shop. So that's why I was running that 70% off sale, to rid my shop of those items so that I could bring these new ones in. Thank you so much for joining me today and for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.